I paid $319 for a refurbished Xbox One X from Wish.com. Did I get ripped off, or was it a good deal? Let's find out. The Xbox One X retails for around $400 at most stores. Unfortunately, most of them are sold out right now, but you can find them used on eBay for $300 to $350. So the $319 price I paid from Wish could be an okay deal if it's what they say it is. Not too long ago, I bought a refurbished PS4 from Wish.com, and it was basically brand new. If this refurbished Xbox One X is brand new, then it's definitely a decent deal, but I have my doubts. So we've got what looks like a brand new HDMI cable, brand new power cord, fresh batteries, and what looks like a controller in very good, if not brand new condition. Now with the batteries in the controller, let's see if it powers on. And it definitely does. So the cables and controller look like they're in great condition, but now we need to check out the console and then start it up and see if it works. So here is the actual console itself. I see no scratches and no indication of it being used. But let's start it up, and then after I start it up, I'm gonna take it apart and see what it looks like on the inside. Now I'm gonna start it up, see if the controller connects, see if it connects on the TV, and then see if it plays a game. And here we go, it definitely shows up on the screen. Now I gotta go through the whole update and setup process, and then we'll test it with the game. Now's a good time to tell you about GameConsoleRepairSchool.com. I created Game Console Repair School in order to teach others how to do what I do. I started by creating an online soldering course for complete beginners. This course will teach you everything you need to know to get started soldering. And best of all, it's free. I'm going to be constantly adding new courses over the next few months and years, so be sure to check out GameConsoleRepairSchool.com if you're interested in learning how to do what I do. For some reason, the screen's kind of gone fuzzy and gotten smaller, so hopefully that will change once it's completely done applying the update. We'll see. Now it seems to be stuck in 720p instead of 1080, and it says I need to update again. I don't know if that's true or not. I'll try it and see. So now it's fully updated and everything's all set up. It's still showing the grainy 720p, so I'm gonna see if I can change that to 1080. So unfortunately, it's not even giving us the 1080 option. It's just the 640 by 480. And even after turning it off and then back on, it's still only giving us that option. I'm gonna get this thing taken apart so we can see if anything's been done to the motherboard, and then I'll show you how we're gonna fix it. So as I've taken this apart, I don't see anything that indicates that it's been taken apart before, so I don't think anything at all has been done to this motherboard. Now the most likely cause of the problem we're having up on the screen, where there is no other selection other than the 640 by 480, is most likely caused by this chip right here. This is the HDMI retimer or redriver chip, and it's a very common problem on the Xbox One X. So what I'm gonna do is heat this chip up using a hot air soldering station. I'm gonna be adding a liquid called soldering flux around these pins right here. That will help the solder flow. Then I'll replace it with another chip that is hopefully good and working. Then we'll test it again and see if that fixes it. This is the new chip I'm going to be using, so the first thing I need to do is put some solder flux on all of these little pins and this main big ground plane in the middle, and then apply some fresh solder to the pins. So then when I put it down on the motherboard, the pins will stick right to the solder on the motherboard. Now the new chip is prepped and ready to go on the motherboard. Now we have it soldered on there correctly. Now I'm just going to take some 99% IPA and a cleaning swab and clean most of the flux off. I use no clean flux, so it's not a big deal if the flux stays on, but I like the look of it when it's cleaned off. And there we go. Now we just got to put on the perfect amount of thermal paste, put it all back together, and test it. And there we go. So here's something interesting. This heatsink actually has 2 dents in it. These are not dents that I put in it when I took it off. These were already there. This one has little ridges, almost like there was like a screw or something smashed onto it. I can't really tell. The other thing is it also looks like there's a bunch of scratches on it, almost like maybe it was sanded or it was scraped against a surface or something. So maybe this one really is one that was refurbished by someone. Either way, it's time to get it put back together and see if it works now. There we go, now we got it all back together. Now it's time to plug it in and test it out. Oh, here we go. You can already see that it is now detecting the correct display, and it's even letting me display in 4K. Now we have the display fixed. Let's see if it plays a disc. And here we go. It is reading the game just fine. So this Xbox One is now fixed and working great. Overall, this Xbox One X is in excellent condition and it looks brand new. I do want to note that I don't think the seller is selling bad Xbox One X's. I think in this case, I just happen to be unlucky and I got a faulty one. But judging by everything that I've seen with this purchase, this is a brand new Xbox One X. So I think I'm done refurbishing this refurbished Xbox One X. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to go to GameConsoleRepairSchool.com if you're interested in doing these types of repairs. I hope you have a good one.